In addition to setting restricted access at the page level, you can also set that access at the module level. So for instance, right now we're looking at our home page. You see up here that the breadcrumb says home. And on this home page we have a survey called This Week's Survey, and we find out what we want to hear more of on a Sunday morning. Now let's say that we wanted this survey only to be visible to people on the worship team when they're logged in. What we could do is simply roll over the blue drop-down arrow next to the survey title and choose Settings. Settings will always be an option for you. It's an option on every module. So we come into Module Settings and we see that we have some basic settings. We have This Week's Survey is the title of the module, and then we have the permissions of the module. And you'll notice down here at the bottom that we have Inherit View Permissions from Page, and that box is checked, basically saying anyone who can see this page can also see this module. We're going to go ahead and uncheck that in this case, and then we're going to be able to set who we want to be able to see this page. In this case, we only want worship team members to see it, and only when they're logged in. So now we'll scroll down to the bottom and we'll click Update. Now, since we're currently logged in as an administrator, we're still going to see This Week's Survey. It's right next to the Form module down here. But if we log out, we see that now we just have the Form module. There's nothing next to it. And if we'll log back in as a worship team member, so remember the account we set up in a previous tutorial was John S. and the password was password. And we'll click Login. And we don't need to remember that. And now we see that the survey does show up there. Now, this worship team member doesn't have access to anything else other than this survey and the worship team schedule that we set up in the last tutorial. So that's how you set restricted access at the module level.